hello to anyone who's checking this out. Just getting started here. I honestly have no idea how to go live on Instagram. It's probably something that I should have tried first before doing this. If anyone does know how to go live on Instagram, I suppose now would be your time to text me. All of the one people who are following along. Why is this so challenging? I really have no clue how to do this. So we'll see how it goes. I'm just gonna talk to myself and to the two people who are viewing so far. Welcome to my kitchen. It's an exciting time. This would probably be the most people I've had in my apartment virtually in a little while, so that's cool. And I guess physically as well. So it's exciting to have people here. I don't really know how this is going to go. I don't know how it'll sound. And in general, just kind of making this up as I go along. But I really wanted to try anyway to do, I guess, whatever it is, my part of this all. My friend, shout out Lizzie, one of the two people who's streaming so far. Who's helping me out in this process. I don't know why this is so hard. Anyway. Now, let's see if I can flip my camera. All right, cool. So anyway, so we're live. We're live on Instagram. We're live on YouTube, broadcasting out, as I mentioned. From the only place that I guess that I could responsibly broadcast from, and that is that's my very own apartment. So welcome everybody. See here, I've never gone live before, so this is a vanity project in and of itself, just to see who gives a shit about giving me the bare basic attention. Welcome Nick. Rich homie Nick Souls, one of my favorite former coworkers. Thanks for tuning in. I posted the YouTube link, which will probably have the better sound quality, I imagine. Anyway, I posted the YouTube link on my Twitter, Facebook, and Facebook pages. So I'm hoping that people can access that. We'll see how it sounds. I don't want to promise. And then, of course, yeah. All right, cool. So now we're broadcasting live on LTE. Welcome, Miguerta. Hey, what's up, Andy? Yes, JT Miller. What a great acquisition by Benning. What a surprise that the Canucks GM actually knew what he was doing. Cool. So yeah, going live, I know normally is a very attention-seeking behavior, but I'm really trying not to be an attention seeker here, but I'm just trying to help offer what little I can anyway, just to help everyone get through this kind of crazy time that we're all going through right now. Whatever small part I can do. I'm going to grab my drink. Tonight's drink, for all of the one people who are watching on Instagram right now anyway, tonight's drink is Jarritos, lime, and tequila. So we're gonna have a good time tonight and make some French bread pizzas and just have a good time. So anyway, without further ado, I think we're gonna go ahead and get started here anyway with some REM. You already know what it is. Welcome to the first edition of Shut Up and Play the Hits, where I have 5 minutes in have refused to follow my own show's title. But anyway, I hope you find this set enjoyable. Maybe in the future I'll just go ahead and just post this as a podcast as I would normally. But for now, anyway, let's just have some fun. It's Friday night. It's the first night that's like genuinely nice in New York. And of course, we all have to stay inside and we have our New York on pause to look forward to for the next however long. So anyway, without further ado, let's go ahead and play some motherfucking music.
That's great, it starts with an earthquake, birds and snakes, an airplane, and Lenny Bruce is not afraid. I have a hurricane, listen to yourself, churn world serve its own needs, dummy serve your own needs, beat it up and not speak, grunt, no stream, the ladder starts to clatter with fear, fight down, high wire and a fire, represented 7 games in the government for hire and a combat site, left to West coming in a hurry with the Furies beating down your neck. Team my team reporters, Babel Trump, Kevin Crop, look at that, no plane, fine, then, overflow, population comment, do what it'll do, save yourself, world, serve its own needs, listen to your heartbeat, dummy with the rapture and the reverend and the right, you patriotic, slam, fight, bright, light, feeling, pretty sight, it's the end of the world as we know it, it's the end of the world as we know it. It's the end of the world as we know it, and I feel fine. 6 o'clock, TV hour, don't get caught in war. Tower slash and burn, return, listen to yourself churn. Locking in, uniform and book, burning, blood, letting every motive escalate. Automotive, incinerate, light a candle, light a motor, step down, watch your heel, crush, this means no fear. Cavalier, renegade, steer clear, tournament of lies. Offer me solutions, offer me alternatives, and I decline. It's the end of the world as we know it. It's the end of the world as we know it. It's the end of the world as we know it. And I feel fine. It's the end of the world as we know it. It's the end of the world as we know it. It's the end of the world as we know it. I feel fine. The other night I drifted nice, continental drifted by mountain, sitting in a line, Leonard Bernstein, Leonard Brad, Lenny Bush and Lester Banks, birthday party, cheesecake, jelly bean, boom, you symbiotic, patriotic, slam button, that's right. It's the end of the world as we know it. It's the end of the world as we know it. It's the end of the world as we know it. I feel fine. It's the end of the world as we know it. It's the end of the world as we know it. It's the end of the world as we know it. And I feel fine. It's the end of the world as we know it. It's the end of the world as we know it. It's the end of the world as we know it. And I feel fine. It's the end of the world as we know it. It's the end of the world as we know it. It's the end of the world as we know it. I feel fine.
All right. So that was the lovely REM, "End of the World as We Know It." Just trying to, I guess we're counting it down in our own different ways. And I don't know how the sound is on Instagram Live. Shout out to my friends in London who are tuning in. Much appreciated, James and Ian. I miss you guys. Looking forward to traveling back in the general direction that you guys are, and traveling in general at some point in time in the hopefully near future. So welcome to Shut Up and Play the Hits. Basically, I'm trying to take my podcast live for anyone who just needs something to listen to and help get them through this weirdly crazy time, that we're in, where we all have to be home. And tonight, it's Friday night. This is normally the time that we would be out and about. And tonight is the first night that's like genuinely really, really good to be in New York. And it's like 70 degrees. It's lovely. And, normally we'd be outside having a beer, and instead we're all stuck at home. We're going to be sheltering from home, or New York is calling it New York on pause, which is, I don't know, I'm kind of resisting the branding. But Anyway, yeah, so I just figured, like, fuck it, I might as well just try to play some music for you guys, see who'll tune in. For guys who are tuning in on Instagram, let me know how it's sounding. And then hopefully more people will stream it on YouTube. And maybe I'll do a better job of actually promoting this next time. But I don't know. It was hard. This week has been really challenging and hard to really understand like how to even deal with it. And some of us have been trying to get back into like whatever like creative habits that we can now that we have all this time to be home, that we can try to like be creative in new ways and or in the same ways. And my podcast has always been good to help like kind of distract me and get me out of whatever is going on. And full disclosure, I've been dealing with a little bit of an ant incursion in my apartment, which is great when you can't go anywhere to have to deal with that. But anyway, we're making the best of it. I got a cat last week, little Jerry Seinfeld. So very, very happy to have him around, although he's not stoked right now to have me so close. But anyway, we'll get back and playing some music. So the title of this is Shut Up and Play the Hits, which is, of course, borrowed from the title of the LCD Sound System DVD called of same title, recapping what was their final show, which, as we all know, was not really their final show. And to be honest, LCD has always been making music. And I think, sorry, I knocked over the mic for those tuning in on YouTube. LCD should never stop making music to begin with. James Murphy should always be engaged so long as he makes quality content like this. So LCD Sound System was always one of my favorite bands. And naturally, and now, of course, living in Bushwick, Brooklyn, this is the place where LCD Sound System is maybe most popular, other than the band 100 Gex. Shout out to my large adult sons. But anyway, I will try to follow my own lead here and shut up and play the hits. So here's one of my favorite LCD Sound System songs. Shout out Owen, who's the only one streaming it on Instagram. Buddy, I can send you a YouTube link that'll hopefully sound better. Anyway, let's keep it going. This is Dance Yourself Clean by LCD Sound System.
Sometimes friends are mean. Present company, expected present company. Just laugh it off. It's better than it seems. Present company, excluded in every way. Present company makes me want to stay. Killing it with close inspection, killing it can only make it worse. Sort of makes it breathe. Present company, accepting presently. We all expect the worst. It works just like a knee. Present company, excluded in the night. Present company, in the fight. Everybody's getting younger. It's the end of an era, it's true. And you go, stop! Break me into bigger pieces.
Y'all know Gemini, different ass nigga. Just be on my shit. All kind of shit going on. My brother doing 30. I gotta do something out here. Something different out here. You already know. Nigga really is from the block though. But you ain't never heard shit like this from the block before. Top down. Top down. All up with the top down. See me wrong with the top down. With my niggas and your bitch. Roll up with the top down. Roll it. Roll up with the top down. With my niggas and your bitch. Roll up with the top down. See me wrong with the top down. With my niggas and your bitch. You ain't got no idea. Guess I gotta teach ya. Top down through the streets, yeah. You think she ain't on a leash, yeah. Baby, you know what it is. Know you a sleeper, but you're not a lover creeper. Don't be shy with your features. Top down. Roll with the top down. My niggas and your bitch, roll with the top down. See me wrong with the top down. My niggas and your bitch, roll with the top down. Roll it. Roll with the top down. Tell you when you got tight down. See me wrong with the top down. Girl, you fool. Lick it up like a dog. Ride in my coupe. I'ma take you back to the shop. Brother, how I do. Never let the scene choose you. Never met a man since school. Couple screws loose. Fuck it cause it match my cool. Fuck it cause it match my cool. Tripping like a fool. Never let the scene choose you. Never met a man since school. Couple screws loose. Fuck it cause it match my cool. Fuck it cause it match my cool. Top down. Roll the top down. My niggas and your bitch. Roll the top down. See me wrong with the top down. My niggas and your bitch. Roll the top down. Tell you when you better fight down. See me wrong with the top down.
Channel. Here I go, quite a show for a lonely man. I wonder how I managed to end up in this place where I couldn't get away. Borderline between the tides of pain and fracture. And it's all the time I watched it spinning like a train, like a train. Will I be on love? Is that one that I just falling through? Sober up, as I feel on and off. Will I be on love? Will I closer, closer enough? I'm a loser, close enough. Set me free, hospital. Will I be on love? Is that one that I just falling through? Sober up, as I feel on and off. Close enough. Shout out to you, what it's done. R.I.P. Here comes the sun. Gone a little far. Gone a little far. This time it's something. Rudy said it's fine. They used to do this all the time in college. And we're borderline between the times of pain and fracture. And so the time I watched it spinning by the train. Could I be on love? Is that one that I just falling through? Sober up, as it be on and off. Could I be on love? Could I closer, close enough? I'm a loser, close enough. Set me free, hospital. Could I be on love? Is that one that I just falling through? Sober up, as it be on and off. Close enough. Shout out to you, what it's done. R.I.P. Here comes the sun. Comes the sun.
It's a blue world without you. It's a blue world
Yeah, well listen man, world it made me crazy. Might just turn around to 180. I ain't politicking, I ain't kissing no babies. The devil on my doorstep being so shady. Don't trip, we don't gotta let him in. Don't trip. Hey, yeah. I let it go, but I never go with it. Yeah, okay, cool as fall weather. Fuck the bullshit, I'm here to make it all better with a little music for you. I'm doing nothing, yo, without you, it's the color blue. Oh, no trip. I was in the city, they was talking that shit. Had the homies with me, all of a sudden they split. We ain't even worried, we just laughing, that's rich. You know how it goes, it ain't broke, don't fix. Hey, one of these days we'll all get by. Don't be afraid, don't fall. Think I lost my mind. Reality so hard to find. When the devil tryna call your line, but shit, I always shine. Even when the light dim. No, I ain't God, but I'm feeling just like him. Oh, don't trip. See, I was in the whip riding me and my bitch. We was listening to us, no one else, that's it. It's a flesh, it's a bit. Let me talk my shit. Say my head got bit. Yeah, well, listen, man, world it made me crazy. Might just turn around to 180. I ain't politicking, I ain't kissing no babies. The devil on my doorstep being so shady. Don't trip. We don't gotta let him in. Don't trip. Hey, yeah. I let it go, but I never go with it. Don't trip. Don't trip. Don't trip. Well, you could see me, you love me, and hold me down my mind. It goes, it goes, it goes, it goes. Well, listen, man, world it made me crazy. Might just turn around to 180. I ain't politicking, I ain't kissing no babies. The devil on my doorstep being so shady. Don't trip. We don't gotta let him in. Don't trip. Hey, yeah. I let it go, but I never go with it. Hey, one of these days we'll all get by. Don't be afraid, don't fall in love.
All right, so we just heard from the wonderful Mac Miller. The song's called Blue World. And yeah, I gotta say, Circles, easily, I think probably my favorite record from this year. It was always going to be that way. Anyone who has the Mac Miller tattoo that I do would probably come to that logical conclusion. And prior to that, we heard some Tame Impala, some Chanel Trace. Just trying to have a little bit of fun. It is Friday night. I know like every day kind of feels the same at this point, and it's really hard to really tell the difference. But man, like if we can enjoy like a Friday night where at least we have 2 days in our home where like we don't have to work, then man, I don't know. So anyway, thank you everyone, all five of you guys who are tuning in on YouTube. For anyone who's joining in on Instagram, sorry, like the sound quality is probably shit, and I'm just trying to figure out what's the best way to get people to tune in. I've never been live on any platform before, so we are engaging in firsts here, and what better time than now to learn new things about yourself when you've got nowhere else to go. So shout out for anyone who's tuning in. Shout out my friend Nick Kopeck for joining from the United Kingdom. I have right here. This is from the now Championship Club, Huddersfield Town. Nick and I went to a match of theirs when they were in the Premier League a year ago. And stand up if you love the town, as Nick and I did on that day. We love the town, even though I think it was a 0-0 draw against Brighton. So not the best football match, but as Nick is mentioning on the live chat here, please chime in if you want to request anything or whatever. Let's have some fun tonight. Both of us really enjoy that Bovril, the beefy drink. For anyone who's familiar, who's been to matches in the UK. And for those who are not, if you like the au jus from French Dip Sandwich, which I think everybody should, it's kind of like that, but like better. So shout out Bovril, shout out my friend Nick. So we both are big Death Cab for Cutie fans, and Ben Gibbard has been doing these amazing live streams this week, playing Death Cab songs and Postal Service songs that I've never heard him play. And I've been humble brag or explain and brag. I've been to at least like 5 or 6 Death Cab shows, and so it's really great to get to hear him play stuff that I never would have. And one of the things that he's doing on his live stream, which you can check out 7 p.m. Eastern time every night for I think the next week anyway, and hopefully longer. He'll be playing stuff. But during his live set, what he'll do is he'll explain his band T-shirt. So the shirt that I'm wearing is Maggie Rogers. She's one of my favorite artists from the last few years. Number 3 on my top albums from last year. Heard It in a Past Life it's a great record, and almost needless to say, but we're saying it anyway because I don't have anything else to do. But what you'll notice here is there are some brown specks on this shirt. So I tried to help a friend of mine make coffee at work. It's crazy now thinking about this. Like there used to be a part of our lives where we like went into offices, and now that kind of seems a little bit weird. But I went over to help a friend on my team learn how to try to pull an espresso shot. I was like, I'm a barista. I've done this before. I know how this works. But I forgot. She forgot to put in the portafilter on it, and so the espresso shot just exploded all over my shirt. So now there are these brown spots here, which were not originally here, but I'm kind of into it. I think it adds a nice kind of like DIY and remix on it all. So anyway, that's my shirt, Maggie Rogers. We're gonna hear from her actually right now, and then I think we'll transition into some UK music because I have some friends who are joining over from London, and I'm really grateful for them joining. I know it's super late, but what is time anymore now that it's all to ourselves? So anyway, here's some Maggie Rogers, and then who knows, like I might fuck around and hit some Stormzy along the way, and yeah, some Idols, and I don't know. We'll see how this goes. Maybe I'll eventually eat dinner. But anyway, for now, let's shut up, Charlie, and play the fucking hits. Let's go. Here's Retrograde by Maggie Rogers.
You said I can't take no more. Lying by the secret more, and I know we both been here before. You said fuck, let's leave them blame. Heartache always feels the same, and I know we both been here before. Standing, staring straight ahead, listening when Stevie says, come out of the darkness. Feeling all out there for no. Fall away and letting go. Oh, come out of the darkness. Oh, the accidentally I am flawed. Quietly on the world I tell you story. I'm reckoning. Oh, here I am, sitting, freaking out. You bring me in to help me let me get me out. Oh, I'm retrograde. Oh, if only I could get in, if I could get out, only I could break in, if you could let me out, only I could let go, if I could sit Some things just aren't simple. You caught me wondering why I change or why I don't look the same. Why I think so differently now. Is it ever gonna change? Am I gonna feel this way forever? Are you gonna be around for me to count on? Is it ever gonna change? Am I gonna feel this way forever? Are you gonna be around for me to count on, count Some things just never seem to fade. I'm thinking about how we were on our first date. You understood the words I was saying. I knew I'd never let you get away. Hold you tight, squeeze you right, tell you what I want. Put me in your bedroom and I'll sing a little song. Hold you tight, squeeze you right, give you all I've got. See you in the morning over coffee, we'll talk more. Is it ever gonna change? Am I gonna feel this way forever? Are you gonna be around for me to count on? Is it ever gonna change? Am I gonna feel this way forever? Are you gonna be around for me to count on, count on?
How's it come to this?
Original pirate material. You're listening to the streets. Lock down your aerial.
How's it come to this?
Original pirate material. You're listening to the streets. Lock down your aerial. Make yourself at home. We got diesel or some of that homegrown. Sit back in your throne, turn off your phone, cause this is our zone. Videos, televisions, 64s, PlayStations, Web Henry with precision, a few herbs and a bit of Benson. But don't forget the Rizzler. Lean like the Tower of Pisa. These are Oasia, and this is a day in the life of a geezer. For this ain't a club track. Pull out your sack and sit back. Whether you white or black, smoke weed, chase brown or toot rock. We're on a mission, support the cause, sign a petition. Summon all your wisdom, the music's a gift from the man on high, the Lord and his children. Triple team here are rude boys, come rain or snow, the Buddha flows. If you don't know, stand on the corner, watch the show, cause life moves slow. Sort your shit out then roll. Sex, drugs and on the dole. Some men rise, some men fall. I hear you call, stand tall now.
How's it come to this?
Original pirate material. You're listening to the streets. Lock down your aerial.
How's it come to this?
Original pirate material. You're listening to the streets. Lock down your aerial. I'm just spitting. Think I'm ghetto? Stop dreaming. My data's streaming. I'm giving your bird them feelings. Touch your toes and touch the ceiling. We walk the tightrope of street cred. Keep my dogs fed, all jungle or garage heads. Gold teeth, Valentinos and dreads now. You were verbally slapped up, physically tipped up, spinally ripped up. I do the science on my laptop, and I get my boys mashed up. You're listening to the streets. You'll bear witness to some amazing feats. Bravery in the face of defeat. All line up and grab your seat. Cause Tony's got a new motor, SR Nova, driving like a joyrider. Speed into the corner, your mother warned you it's a sound system banger.
Has it come to this?
Original pirate material, you're listening to the streets. Down your aerial.
Has it come to this?
Original pirate material, you're listening to the streets. Down your aerial. My underground train runs from Mile End to Ealing, from Brixton to Bounds Green. My spitting's dirty, my beats are clean. To smoke weed and be lean. I step out my yard through the streets. In the dead heat, all I got's my spirit and my beats. I play fair, don't cheat, and keep the gangsters sweet. Turn the page, don't rip it out at your age. Move to the next stage. Lock the rage inside the cage, like SK, it's a new day. But don't take the shortcut through the subway. It's pay or play, these geezers walk the gangway. Deep-seated urban decay, deep-seated urban decay. Whip down posters alike from last week's big garage night and the next Tyson fight. I cook them at 90 degrees Fahrenheit and don't copy the copyright. I got them in my sights, blinded with the lights, take them to dizzy new heights. Blinding with the lights, blinding with the lights, dizzy new heights.
Has it come to this?
Original pirate material, you're listening to the streets. Down your aerial.
Has it come to this?
Original pirate material, you're listening to the streets. Down your aerial.
Has it come to this?
Original pirate material, you're listening to the streets. Down your aerial.
Has it come to this?
Original pirate material, you're listening to the streets. Down your aerial.
Has it come to this?
Original pirate material, you're listening to the streets. Down your aerial.
Has it come to this?
Original pirate material, you're listening to the streets. Down your aerial.
Has it come to this?
Original pirate material, you're listening to the streets. Down your aerial.
Has it come to this?
Original pirate material, you're listening to the streets. Down your aerial.
Has it come to this?
Original pirate
You're getting way too big for your boots. You're never too big for the boot. I got the big size toes on my feet. Your face ain't big for my boots. Kick up the you. Man, know that I kick up the you. Then why dare try to suck the truth? How dare you to suck the truth? Look, you're getting way too big for your boots. You're never too big for the boot. I got the big size toes on my feet. Your face ain't big for my boots. Kick up the you. Man, know that I kick up the you. Then boy dare try to suck the truth. How dare you to suck the truth? When I come round there like a bad boy, do it. Run all the talking, go on and do it. Running through the party, bottle of Bacardi, rolls in my ear, saying spoon, don't do it. Devil on my shoulder, I don't lack. Hit him with a crowbar, I don't scrap. Even when I'm sober, I'm so gassy, right? But there's no car and no match. What you talking about? Clown, stand down. Never had a Mac 10 or a Shay Pound. You were never bad then, you ain't bad now. Never had a Mac then, little nigga back down. Wait, I saw bare kicks, saw bare clothes. Said fuck that, I can't wear those. I don't like them, they're not my thing. They went silent, they're all weirdos. Like yeah, spoon's gone clear. Never had a Tom Ford or a Montclair. Man, them a call me, you see my done there. Fuck trees, tell them don't do it, don't dare. Don't care who you know from my block. You're not Al Capone, you get boxed. They can take my car and my creps. I still do the road in my socks. Like who's gonna stop me? You, him, weed and a cigarette, blue slims. Don't be an idiot, move smart. I've been killing it, new king. Niggas ain't ready for my new stuff. You're a prick by yourself, go and group up. And when Crep went states for the BTs, I was covering Crep like a boot cut. If mad, it's a family thing, straight family thing. Dumb man, I brought no salary thing. Had a painting called Amy, telling me to come round hers on a Valerie thing. Hashtag Murky Academy thing. Coming like art in the gallery thing. Dumb boy there wanna chat about bars, wanna chat about crud, but you're getting way too big for your boots. You're never too big for the boot. I got the big size toes on my feet. Your face ain't big for my boots. Kick up the you. Man, know that I kick up the you. Then why dare try to suck the truth? How dare you to suck the truth? Look, I'm too hot. Drug money in my shoebox. I'm the man of the house when my show sold out like the brother from the Boondocks. Swan on my boombox, still meat from the stew pot. Man, I'm go sick on my tune drops. Little man, that's a hooplo, not a hoopla. What? Pronounce it right, you prick. I go Maggie, I'm down to die for this. I don't care, bro, I'm down to pipe your chick. Man, stress, so I'm bound to light my split. Wait, I'm down to ride for flips. Real G's gonna ride around to this. Man, I got no time to write at this. I never left my 9 to 5 for this waste man thing. I don't care what rave man's in. I came here to relax, but if it gets mad, make a young boy take man's things. Try to tell me I'm way too big to rebel. Nah, man, you're never too big to rebel. I was in the O2 singing my lungs out, rude boy. You're never too big for Adele.
Oh, wait.
Fire starting in my heart, reaching a fever pitch and it's bringing me out the dark. Finally, I can see you crystal clear. Go ahead and sell me out and I'll lay your shit bare. See, I'll leave with every piece of you. Don't underestimate the things that I will do. There's a fire starting in my heart, reaching a fever pitch and it's bringing me out the dark. The scars of your love remind me of us. They keep me thinking that we almost had it all. The scars of your love, they leave me breathless. I can't help feeling
We could have had it all. You have my heart and soul.
in the
Had it all. You have my heart and soul. We could have had it.
Baby, I have no story to be told, but I've heard one on you and I'm gonna make your head burn. Think of me in the depths of your despair. Make a home down there as mine sure won't be shared. Won't be shared, won't be shared, won't be shared, won't be shared. You're gonna wish you never had met me. Tears are gonna fall, rolling in the deep. You're gonna wish you never had met me. Tears are gonna fall, rolling in the deep. You're gonna wish you never had met me. Tears are gonna fall, rolling in the deep. The scars of your love remind me of us. They keep me thinking that we almost had it all. The scars of your love, they leave me breathless. I can't help feeling we could have.
Swag, you think that I'd be fucking other girls? You know I'm not. Come back to me like it's just a blog spot. Let me kiss you on your neck and make your heart stop. I'll give your new dude a fat lip. Far side, I wrote another song. I'm not where I belong. My eyes water when I see her. It's a catalog. I never thought you were a cheater. That was all I need to get a hold of my head. Jacking off. You ran back to them grody ass indie dudes. James Purse cardigan, scuffed up tennis shoes. Wow, girl, that's what you really wanted, huh? A Michael Cera knockoff. I guess I wasn't white enough. You said I wasn't capable of loving you. I never was a 20-something nigga touring the world with hella buzz. I'm saying that my life's swell. Cortisone, fuck Macaulay Culkin. Never going home alone. iPhone photos show them just to mock you. Read your Twitter messages too proud to block you. Spreading shit around, you know that his glass is fake. That's why I'm dating girls now who asses ache. Damn, Donald, why you gotta be so mean? I'm a nice guy, that's why you broke up with me. You probably in the club dancing to this right now. Play it cool, text me when you walk out. It's just childish. It's just childish. It's just childish. All right, all right.
Could have had it all. You have my heart and soul. Had it all. You have my heart and soul. I'll blow a kiss to my girl. Salute to my sister as well. Gotta keep trophies down at my mum's bit. Man, I'm getting way too big for my shelf. Man, I see bare MCs on the sideline, but I still got a couple bangs in the pipeline. Man, I got grown men at me bullshit. You're getting way too old for the timeline. You're getting way too old for this. Should've looked after your kids. Get out the booth, go home to your son. It's never too late to commit. It's like man love, put my name in the bar. Random flat, get a plane to Qatar. This year I learned how to take care of business. Next year I'll learn how to play the guitar. You're getting way too big for your boots. You're never too big for the boot. I got the big size toes on my feet. Your face ain't big for my boots. Kick up the you. Man, know that I kick up the you. Them boy there try to suck the truth. How dare you to suck the truth? You're getting way too big for your boots. You're never too big for the boot. I got the big size toes on my feet. Your face ain't big for my boots. Kick up the you. Man, know that I kick up the you. Them boy there try to suck the truth. How dare you to suck the truth?
Your face again, you're gorgeous. Gorgeous. Your face again, you're gorgeous. Gorgeous. Your face again, you're gorgeous. Gorgeous. Your face again, you're gorgeous. Gorgeous.
Confused, overanalyzed, bold tight, and I've always been categorized. Casual, like nothing really matters, like mistakes I made, take a sin, try. Take bites and ride till it won't ride. But the eye is mad how time flies. In the fire of my life, well, highlights. Marley at the scores, phone box for a draw. Number 1 to my door, 16 go to put. Check Drew, go farm, where first one is up. Southfield check, so get a bite, then we score. Toby Phil, get cheese and we off. Black when I first got locked. Tuesdays and cheese, never seen it before. Thought we had straps, 5 cars on us. 5 man deep when we all in cuss. Like 5 man deep when we all in cuss. 5 man deep when we all in. 5 man deep when we all in cuss. 5 man deep when we all in. Like 5 man deep when we all in cuss. 5 man deep when we all in. 5 man deep when we all in. 5 man deep when we all in. Bob shot hot rocks in my joggers. Went boxing, but I'm not no boxer. Northampton, yeah man, I'm a cobbler. A time in my life, man, I went church, air rifle for the pictures on the verge. New life flats, we were all flying birds. More than got terrorized, but when Spring Brothers and the pod got turned. Louis DeMar, man, I miss my bros. Window thing trying to take their souls. DeMar, they wouldn't let him out the cell. But I'm happy he's alive and well. Shout out the people that bump no for real. Shout out Jalil for the future and real. Know where I live, you know you get chill. 5 man deep and we all in cars. 5 man deep and we all in. 5 man deep and we all in cars. 5 man deep and we all in. Like 5 man deep and we all in cars. 5 man deep and we all in. 5 man deep and we all in. 5 man deep and we all in. Used to stash through the Amy's. She'll have a spliff water Jasper. Lost a dog, drunk on vodka. Responsibility, another chapter. I'll do it, plain face so obvious. Oblivious to a consequence, never anonymous. Known in my postcode. Put back in a crossbow, you can get snooked at a Q club, banging on the window. Doubled up, now you're losing. 5th bed deep. I beg you don't get loaded. Never had a mortgage, buy my house outright. Been the same since Game Boys and stick fights. Stabilized push bikes. Do you shinies jump off the push bike? Tony Jack, my Yu-Gi-Oh cards. I'll allow him as a shook guy.
It's 'cause I love you. I love you. I love you. I woke up out that coma 2001. About the same time Dre dropped 2001. 3 years later the album is done. Aftermath presents Nigga with an Attitude Volume 1. Rap critics politicking, wanna know the outcome. Ready to die, reasonable doubt, doggy style and one. I feel like Pac after the Snoop Dogg trial was done. Dre behind that G-series and all eyes on me. I watched the death of a dynasty, so I told Vibe magazine. Working with Dr. Dre was I had visions of making a classic. Then my world turned black, like I was staring out of Stevie Wonder's glasses. It's kinda hard to imagine. Coming back from his fatal accident to beat making and rapping, but we the future. Whitney Houston told me that it's gonna take more than a bullet in the heart to hold me back. In this 40 ounce, letting the ink from my pen bleed. Cause Martin Luther King had a, Aaliyah had a, last I had a. I brought you all my dreams, cause I love you. I had dreams of fucking an R&B bitch like Maya. When I saw that ass on the front of that king, read the article in the magazine. She love gangsters, love nasty things. So I'm in the glass house having nasty dreams. Good girls never give it up, but anything is possible. If 50 fuck Vivica, hurdle life's obstacles, found my way through the maze. Then joy turned to pain like Frankie Beverly and Maze. Used to dream of being unsigned hype, till I was crushed by Dave Mays. Almost let my pen fall asleep on the page. Daydreaming yesterday, dozing off backstage. I thought I saw Easy talking to Jam Master Jay. So I walked over, heard Jam Master say, it's a hard knock life, then you pass away. They say sleep is the cousin of death. So my eyes wide open, cause a dream is kin to your last breath. Rushing in this 40 ounce, letting the ink from my pen bleed. Cause Martin Luther King had a, Aaliyah had a, last I had a. I brought you all my dreams, cause I love you. I love you. I love you. The dream of Huey Newton, that's what I'm living through. The dream of Eric Wright, that's what I'm giving you. Who walked through the White House without a business suit? Compton had Jerry Curl dripping on Ronald Reagan shoes. Gave Michael and my demo, came here to be my dude. Started off with Who Kid, then I start blazing Clue. It was all a dream like Big said it be. Don't sleep on me, homie, I bring nightmares to reality. Rap phenomenon, defying the rules of gravity. Studied all the classics, start revising my strategy. Cause Marshall Mathers made it, Curtis Jackson made it. Head in the clouds, wondering where the hell Marvin Gaye went. How do I say this? I'm living for my son, but I can't figure out why I'm at my temple with this gun. Wake up to a Jesus piece like a Catholic nun. The war to be a rap legend has just begun. Rushing in this 40 ounce, letting the ink from my pen bleed. Cause Martin Luther King had a, Aaliyah had a, last I had a. I brought you all my dreams, cause I love you. I love you. I love you.
All right, so that was The Game and Jose Gonzalez. That's one of my favorite mashups. I remember if anyone else was also a Hype Machine fan, I don't know, in 2007, where you could find, when the internet was great, where you could find all these wonderful remixes before everyone found out how to report them for copyright. And I'm all for people retaining their intellectual property, but some remixes got lost in the middle of that'll live on my iPod that I can't find anymore. I can't operate anymore. So anyway, that was one of my absolute favorite remixes from that era in time. Jose Gonzalez was a favorite in my senior year of high school and freshman year of college, and I guess Jose Gonzalez has never gotten old. So anyway, so the next song I want to play is coming in from London town out in East London. Shout out my friend Jamie. Thank you for tuning in. I know it's really late over where you're at, but really appreciate you tuning in. We're going to play a song, a special request from Jamie. So if you don't like it, blame him. Anyway, here we go. Song is called Alcoholic Author, and I have no idea how to say this band's name, but it sounds like Jayst. Anyway, here we go.
I'll tell you what I want. I want something now. it's like a lift. You know what I mean?
What? Harry Love on the beats. Low Light Studio 2001. The one space went to. You know the name. Yes. Like Bukowski, the alcoholic author, son of the devil, I turn wine into water. My physical form's a metaphor for disorder. Absorb the trauma, my status is borderline, and I'm short of time, short to find my keeper. I lie within reach of the reaper, the light sleeper, drifts deeper into darkness. Read my palm and see the evil of my forefathers. Born after the last generation of gypsies, moved from the sticks to the cities. Characters for homesick travelers, bicentennial men, hunter-gatherers who run with the scavengers and brave the dangers. My tongue a labyrinth in this maze of pages, playing David. I stand defiant to the last dying giant, the android man. I walk silent and talk science. The child who sought guidance, the war cry echoes through these blood-stained empires.
I'm out of many premonitions. Yes, vagabonds, ruffy little man from the wasteland.
Mood you sipping stepchildren of the earth. Mixing Smirnoff with dandelion and burner.
I'm out of many premonitions.
Yes,
vagabonds, ruffy little man from the wasteland.
Mood you sipping stepchildren of the earth.
Speaking it up by your tongue.
Fascinated by the fire like a child trying to touch the flame. I see change like a bus, but things stay much the same. Cut the weather vane. I hear blood water tapping out the Lord's Morse code on my window pane. A rain dance till the harvest comes. Brave hearts keep beating to the hardest drums. Bastard sons are lost gods long forgotten. Monolithic heads on this island gone rotten. On top of the world or on the bottom of the food chain. We stay the same but our fears take a new name. We're all players, so place your bets. You made your bed, lay in it and pray for the best. Death's door stays open to all without prejudice. I'm the fifth element of war with my nemesis. Brainstorm genesis, this is the start. My whole world's overcast, so I live in the dark. I adapt now, my vision is sharp. Go home to my house made of glass and throw stones for a laugh. The favourite that came in last, I clutch at straws and I cut by a blade of grass. I've done enough for you, you've done nothing for me. I'm puffing the tree, the bloodshed you're rushing to see.
No, we gotta hold ourselves together. We got to. See, man, if we go to pieces, somebody out there is gonna get us.
Latest sports news off the street bombers. Our friends are on second base and trying to make it all the way home. But the inside word is that the odds are against them. Stay tuned, bombers. Stay tuned.
Shout out my friend Jamie from London. Thank you for that. That was lovely. I had not heard that song before, so thank you. Thank you for requesting it. I at least enjoyed that. My French bread pizza is almost ready to eat. I'm trying to find that right amount of time to allow the pizza to cool before your hunger just takes over and you just burn your mouth anyway. But thank you everyone for joining. I know I kind of threw this together very last minute, but really appreciate everyone for tuning in. If you are able to hit me on the live chat on YouTube, let me know if you have a request, something you'd like me to play. I can tell a little story, a funny story about any fun time that we've had, or let's just enjoy this. So anyway, I'm gonna keep playing some more UK music. And I'm gonna try to eat some more of my pizza since I have only eaten a bowl of cereal today. This whole COVID-19 thing is really actually just a secret stealth attack on my overall appetite. For some reason, me being home all the time means I don't eat. Anyway, here's one of my favorite bands from the UK, from one of my favorite eras of music of all time. The song is called Like Eating Glass.
poison. I eat in Mars. I drink poison. I eat in Mars. I drink poison. I eat it. It's so cold in this house. 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 I drink poison. I eat in glass. I drink poison. I eat in glass. I drink poison. I eat in glass. I drink poison. I eat on our eyes, we walking into the walls again. We got glasses on our eyes, been walking into the fairy show. We got glasses on our eyes, for richer, for poorer, for better, for worse. We got glasses on our eyes, we've been walking into that furniture.
All right, so I think in my Instagram post, I hinted that the cops may show up and try to shut us down. And I guess this was an exercise in seeing how far I could go with playing music live on YouTube. And I just got a notification that they've detected copyrighted audio in my stream, even though the music that I've been playing is coming to you directly from either their platform or Spotify. So what we're going to do right now is I'm going to at least try to talk my way through this next however long this notification shows. We'll hang out. And if the cops shut us down, hey, we tried this. I got at least like an hour and 15 into it before we might get to shut down, which is fine. If we do get shut down, I've never had a party shut down by the cops before, so this is a weird badge of honor. If you do get shut down, I will upload podcasts by 8 p.m. every Friday to document like what's going on, what kind of music I listen to. All right, the notification went away, so I don't know how this is going to go. I don't know when we're going to get shut down. I don't know how much talking I need to do or not do to remain compliant. But I'm just trying to hopefully help liven up your Friday nights, even if we all have to be inside. At least we can hopefully all be inside together. And yeah, so, I've been really enjoying the French Bread Pizza. We're going to start playing some more music, but, with the French Bread Pizza, and I had some like hot honey and some smoked sea salt, we can make it through this. New York on pause. Excuse me, that's what they're calling it here. I like that every place has to brand it their own. I think the shelter-in-place thing San Francisco is doing is a perfectly fine way of characterizing it, but anyway. We'll play music as long as YouTube allows us to. And anyway, if we need to duck out or if the stream stops at some point, it's not because I didn't want to play more music for you. It's because YouTube didn't want me to. So anyway, let's keep it up. Here's some more early 2000s alternative Strokes, Reptilia.
story. I know you're not boring. I was afraid that you would not insist. You sound so sleepy. Just take this, now leave me. I said, please don't slow me down if I'm going too far. You're in a strange part of my town. Now every time that I look at myself, I thought I told you this world is not for you. Just calm down, you found me. I said, please don't slow me down if I'm going too fast. You're in a strange part of my town.
Yeah, so YouTube's hitting me with that notification again. So we'll we'll take another talk break. So shout out Bacon Dad. What a great YouTube name that is. We're gonna be here forever, however long that YouTube understands my channel, my live stream to be compliant with their platform. So that notification went away, which is cool. So I think we're still a go here. This is as close to, I guess, pirate radio as we can get, maybe. If anyone knows a way for me to create like a live radio station where I can like do this a little bit more legitimately, please let me know because I want to do this as long as I can in a way that is most beneficial to the artist's music that I'm featuring, whether I've paid for it, I'm paying royalties. I mean, I'm paying for it in the sense that I pay for a few different music playing apps where artists receive royalties from music that I'm playing. So I feel pretty okay about what I'm doing, but we'll see how long YouTube feels that way. Shout out Bacon Dad. We'll keep bringing you back. We'll keep bringing you back to the early 2000s. I really feel like the 2000s in general are probably like the best decade of music. That's my hot take. In self-isolation day 11, I think we're at on my Twitter tracker. But yeah. All right, so I'll play music as long as YouTube allows me to, and if we keep getting hit with that notification, I'll either talk until you guys all tell me to shut up, or maybe we'll go back to being live on Instagram, or we'll figure this out. I don't want to get in trouble, don't want to get anyone else in trouble, but I'm trying to have a good time, and hopefully you guys are too. So anyway, we'll get back to the music. Charles will shut up and play the hits. We'll play some more early 2000s, just like you remember them.
You've got enough to be asking a favor. You've got enough to be calling my number. I know we've been through this before. Can't you hear me? I'm calling out your name. Can't you see me? I'm pounding on your door. You've got enough to be asking a favor. You've got enough to be calling my number. Can't you hear me? I'm beating on the wall. Can't you see me? I'm pounding on the door. Can't you hear me when I'm calling out your name? When I used to go out, I would know everyone that I saw. Now I go out alone, if I go out at all. When I used to go out, I'd know everyone I saw. Now I go out alone, if I go out at all. When I used to go out, I'd know everyone I saw. Now I go out alone, if I go out at all. You've got enough to be asking a favor. You've got enough to be calling my number. I'm sure we've been through this before. Can't you hear me? I'm beating on the wall. Can't you see me? I'm pounding on your door. One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3. Sorry, I've already started playing it, but we're getting the notification again, so I'm going to start talking. Yeah, so The Rat. Oh man, like the Walkman. Yes, that album, Bows and Arrows, definitely takes me back. Hopefully, YouTube won't stop our stream. So I'm going to talk a little bit more about this era of music that happened at a period of time where I was like 13 or 14 years old, aka a place and time where I could not understand what any of it was really about. But I felt it. I felt it all deeply in my soul. As someone who has a Death Cab for Cutie tattoo, it should come as no surprise that I'm very nostalgic for this period of time. And it's something that I've always kind of wanted to do, like episodes of my podcast about. And I know it's a time now that we're all of a certain age where we utilize nostalgia even more. And
of course, now that we're older, we have even more to work with. And nostalgia, especially in this time right now, and this with all the trauma of the moment and everything that's going on in the world, and count how many times, if I could play a drinking game, could take a drink every time I've had to say that or had someone say that to me. Have a good enough time to forget what's going on. But nostalgia is a trick that helps us stay in the past. And I've always felt like a very nostalgic person. And so anyway, shout out to any other nostalgic people on the YouTube stream. YouTube has removed the notifications, so I could start playing the Pedro the Lion. But before I do, I'll keep talking a little bit, just because it feels weird, but it feels nice to be able to sort of feel like I'm talking to someone out loud in the world. So thank you guys again for tuning in. I guess you couldn't really be anywhere in the world. You're at home, but I'm glad that you're here with me on YouTube for as long as YouTube allows me to play music on my live stream. So Pedro the Lion was a very important band to me growing up. Being from Seattle, I'm wearing my Mariners hat right now. Shout out my hometown, Seattle. Pedro the Lion put out probably the most seminal 2000s, early 2000s alt album called Control, and I say that also as someone who has a transatlanticism tattoo. That album to me, Control, is just core to the whole thing. And Dave Bazan, hey, welcome whoever's joining right now. Please hit me up on the live chat if you want to request a song. We're going for as long as YouTube allows me to. But anyway, happy for everyone to join. Pedro the Lion, we're going to listen to them for a little bit. Maybe just keep it on this 2000s vibe until they shut us down. But anyway, here's some Pedro the Lion.
Husbands in winter, they know the truth. What can they do? Don't like girls the way they are, so shave their legs and make it look like movie star. Then we can pretend it's natural. Put on whatever makes you attractive. Start it and do it for the sake of fashion. Friends like a certain you, that's who you've got to be. Junior high legs, blonde hair, going numb from moving it. Waxing since 13, wisdom from a beauty queen. Her tiara digging deep in her head. Put on whatever makes you attractive. It's not you that do it for the sake of fashion. Friends like a certain you, that's who you got to be. That's who you got to be. I'm starting to think that I'm kind of shy. At least I'd like to be. Winter blaze give me heart attacks, so take it all and leave you so it never comes back. Then we can pretend it's natural.
All right, so that was Pedro the Lion. The song was called When They Really Get to Know You, They Will Run. It's one of my all-time favorite songs. I think a friend of mine put it on a mix CD when I was in high school, and that was kind of my early intro into the Pedro the Lion fan base, which I am still very much a card-carrying member of. So shout out to my friend Jamie, who I posted that song on my Instagram story, and he was very excited about it, similarly excited about it. And I'm always really happy to find out that somebody else also really likes Dave Bazan and Pedro the Lion, because they're also one of my favorite bands. So anyway, we have about half an hour left. I'm not really sure what YouTube's going to allow us to do, so we'll kind of just negotiate it like as we're allowed to. But it seems like people are enjoying this 2000s vibe, so we'll keep it going for as long as we're enabled and empowered to do so. Happy Friday. I know it may not feel like it, but at least tomorrow and the next day, we don't have to do work. Those of us who are fortunate enough to do a Monday through Friday job. Those of you guys who have to work on weekends or also work in the essential services, of which I think there are many. Thank you for doing everything that you do. I don't want to be one of those cheesy dudes who like shouts out service workers, but really do appreciate everyone who is still showing up for work and allowing for people like me to be able to at least enjoy some sense of normalcy, either with like getting takeout or just keeping a bodega open so that I can buy food for my cat, who's also hiding right now. I don't think he likes all of this noise. But anyway, little Jerry can live, can be okay. He needs to go on a little bit of a diet anyway, same as I do. So anyway, we're gonna turn it up for as long as YouTube allows me to. If I have to like pause the song, it's really not because I wanted to, but because I'm trying to keep this stream going as long as we can. But anyway, here's Daft Punk in a song that you've definitely heard before.
One more time. One more time. We're gonna celebrate. Oh yeah, alright. Don't stop the dancing. One more time. We're gonna celebrate. Oh yeah, alright. Don't stop the dancing. One more time. We're gonna celebrate. Oh yeah, alright. Don't stop the dancing. One more time. We're gonna celebrate. Oh yeah. One more time. We're gonna celebrate. Oh yeah, alright. Don't stop the dancing. One more time. We're gonna celebrate. Oh yeah, don't stop the dancing. One more time. I'm just feeling celebration tonight. Celebrate. Don't wait too late. No, we don't stop. You can't stop. We're gonna celebrate. One more time. One more time. One more time. A celebration. You know we're gonna do it right tonight. Hey, just feel it. Music's got me feeling the need. Yeah. Come on. Alright, we're gonna celebrate. One more time. Celebrate and dance so free. Music's got me feeling so free. Celebrate and dance so free. One more time. Music's got me feeling so free. We're gonna celebrate, celebrate and dance so free. One more time. Music's got me feeling so free. We're gonna celebrate, celebrate and dance so free. One more time. Music's got me feeling so free. We're gonna celebrate, celebrate and dance so free. One more time. Music's got me feeling so free. We're gonna celebrate, celebrate and dance so free. One more time. Music's got me feeling so free. We're gonna celebrate, celebrate and dance so free. One more time. Music's got me feeling so free. We're gonna celebrate, celebrate and dance so free. One more time. Music's got me feeling so free. We're gonna celebrate, celebrate and dance so free. One more time. Music's got me feeling so free. We're gonna celebrate, celebrate and dance so free. One more time. Music's got me feeling so free. We're gonna celebrate. Yeah. One more time. Music's got me feeling so free. We're gonna celebrate, celebrate and dance so free. One more time. Music's got me feeling so free. We're gonna celebrate, celebrate and dance so free. One more time. Music's got me feeling so free. We're gonna celebrate, celebrate and dance so free. One more time. Music's got me feeling so free. We're gonna
Yeah, so isn't that song just wonderful? Like, just for maybe a few minutes in time, we could all forget what's going on in our present and just enjoy a song that's very familiar. I don't know if anyone else has found themselves in this last few weeks just watching like TV shows that they've watched a million times and listening to records they know super well. And I think for me, like that, those kind of like old, like familiar, like albums and TV shows and movies, those are the things that I think will help, at least for me anyway, kind of get me through this new time. Like, as much as it's now also time for me to like finally watch The Mandalorian or something, but like honestly, I just want to keep rewatching The Office until they remove it from Netflix. Shout out anyone who's live streaming in right now, who's also a big Office fan. I'm on like I've been doing like a back-to-back series rewatch, but back in season 3, which I think is the best season of the TV show overall. So anyway, shout out my Office fan friends that are streaming in right now. Anyway, we're gonna get back to the music. So we're gonna keep turning it up and playing the old shit until YouTube shuts us down. Anyway, I think you will also definitely know this one. Not that one. You just played that one. This one.
Because we are your friends.
Oh no, not again.
I fly like paper, get high like planes. If you catch me at the border, I got visas in my name. If you come around here, I'll make them all day. I get one down in a second if you wait. I fly like paper, get high like planes. If you catch me at the border, I got visas in my name. If you come around here, I'll make them all day. I get one down in a second if you wait. Sometimes I think sitting on trains. Every stop I get to, I'm looking at game. Everyone's a winner, we're making our fame. Bonafide hustler, making my name. Sometimes I think sitting on trains. Every stop I get to, I'm clocking that game. Everyone's a winner, we're making our fame. Bonafide hustler, making my name. All I wanna do is take your money. 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 Pirates, skulls and bones, sticks and stones and weed and bombs. Running when we hit lethal poison for the system. Pirates, skulls and bones, sticks and stones and weed and bombs. Running when we hit lethal poison for the system. No one on the corner has swagger like us. Hit me on my banner, prepaid wireless. We pack and deliver like UPS trucks. Already going hell, just pumping that gas. No one on the corner has swagger like us. Hit me on my banner, prepaid wireless. We pack and deliver like UPS trucks. Already going hell, just pumping that gas. All I wanna do is take your money. 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 MIA, third world democracy. Yeah, I got more records than the KGB. So, no funny business. You already
guys definitely know who those songs are by, so I don't even have to say it. But again, nostalgia is a trick of the mind that allows us to escape the present and enjoy a better remembered past. Getting very poetic here. Just also want to shout out the internet for constantly finding new ways to allow me to be a total awkward dude in front of way too many people. Shout out to the internet for allowing people like me who are normally a little bit introverted and a little bit shy about sharing music. It's great to be able to have something with different platforms where I'm able to express myself in ways that in other situations I maybe wouldn't be as comfortable. So shout out the internet for empowering us introverts out there to still feel social even when we're on our own. Anyway, so yeah, so we're getting close to the end here. So I'll go do 8 to 10. We're starting to wind it down. I have a pretty stressed out new cat who still has not eaten his dinner, and it's about to almost 10 p.m. here in New York. And our guy, Little Jerry Seinfeld, who is a little bit too shy to make an appearance tonight. Sorry. Now everyone will just drop off the stream. But unfortunately, Little Jerry is not feeling comfortable enough around me or anybody else to show his cute little face. But I will post later on Instagram, hopefully, of him. But anyway, so we're going to start closing it down here in the hopes that maybe me being a little bit quieter will help him eat his dinner. But we'll close out with a couple of my absolute favorite songs. The first of which is Ceremony by New Order.
This is why if it's under me, they find it all a different story. Don't assume for wheels are turning. Turn again, turn towards this time. All she asks is strength to hold me.
Sorry, YouTube is butting in again. So we're getting really close here. I'm pretty proud of how far I've managed to chart in these uncharted waters of potential removal of my stream. So yeah, so just hoping that we can at least finish the New Order song. But anyway, thank you guys again, everyone, for tuning in. All 6 of you guys here on the stream right now, much appreciated. This is I showered for the first time in a little while. I'm kind of embarrassed to admit. This just gave me something to think about and kind of plan for it and get excited about doing on my Friday night. I'm hoping to eventually, when we can all go out in public, potentially find ways that I can play music at bars or be like a DJ in some sense of that phrase. And again, I'm really sorry. I know it's super poor form for a DJ to interrupt a song, and I would never ever want to interrupt a song like Ceremony by New Order if it wasn't for mere existence on YouTube. So we're going to start playing it back again. Shout out to my friend Josh Fielsad, who I don't know if he's on the stream. If not, this song always reminds me of him. Anyway, we'll get back into it for as long as YouTube allows us to.
Then again, the same old story. But we travel so quickly. Travel first me towards this time. I'll break them all, no mercy show. Heaven knows it's got to be this time. Watching these things she said. Time to cry, fail to wait this time. reality show. Heaven knows it's got to be this time. I refuse all realities. Picture me, and then you stop watching. Watching forever.
Yeah, so YouTube's hitting us again. So anyway, it's good that we're getting really close here. So I have one final song to play tonight. And it goes out to my recently adopted cat, Lil Jerry Seinfeld, who you've probably seen on my Instagram at some point over the last week. I hope that him being just like the derpiest dude and still hiding in the bathroom has been some comfort and some amusement during this last week. It's been really nice to have him around, and as much or as little as he feels like hanging out with me, we're still having good bonding sessions together. I found a brush that he really likes. He did his first stand-up set. I just took a video of him standing up, which was the first time that I had really ever seen him like that. So hopefully in future versions of this, we'll have him be able to be a little bit more social. But anyway, so the last song I want to play goes out to my cat, Lil Jerry Seinfeld, because he's just my buddy.
Laugh with me, buddy, jest with me, buddy. Don't let her get the best of me, buddy. Don't ever let me start feeling lonely. If I ever needed you, buddy, you know now I really do, buddy. Don't ever let me start feeling lonely. I cry at the least little thing, buddy, and I'll die if you mention her name, buddy. Talk to me, buddy, stay with me, buddy. Don't let her get away with it, buddy. Don't ever let me start feeling lonely. Let's talk about things as they were, buddy. Before I got mixed up with her, buddy. Laugh with me, buddy, jest with me, buddy. Don't let her get the best of me, buddy. Don't ever let me start feeling lonely.
So YouTube has again hit me with that notification. But anyway, we reached that time. It is now 10 p.m. Eastern. I'm going to go enjoy, get some alone time. My cat is going to enjoy a quieter kitchen where he can hopefully finally find it within himself to eat his dinner. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Please hit me up if you did watch. Let me know what you thought. Maybe some other music I could play if you want to join or want to be involved in any way, shape, or form. Thank you so much. You could have been playing video games, but you're here, at least with me. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Everyone, have a good night. Stay safe. Wash your hands. Stay 6 feet away from everybody. And let's just try to be nice as much as we can in this really shitty time. Anyway, this is Charlie signing off. I don't know if my mom watched this, but I hope that I was good. Anyway, until next week. See you next time.